Hi everyone, I'm Allison. I'm the children's librarian at the Guerneville Regional Library branch of the Sonoma County Library. I'm here today to talk to you about great summer reading books. Summer is a great time to get lost in a whole series of books by the same author and with the same character. It's like taking an extended vacation or adventure with your good friends. My family has enjoyed these series over the year, and while they're all a little bit different, they're also good for a variety of ages, too. The first books I'll go through are best for younger kids, and every series that I go through here will progressively get to books for older kids. If you want to just listen, if the adult voice in your household needs a break, or you need something to listen to for a long road trip, many of these titles are also available as audiobooks on Sonoma County Library's Overdrive collection. Just go to the website, sonomalibrary.org, and then click on Online Resources for Libby Overdrive or Books and More for e-audiobooks. There are also lots and lots of titles available in Spanish. The first series we're going to look at is a series of autobiographical stories by Tomie de Paola. Tomie de Paola is best known for being the author and illustrator of the Stregonona books, among many other picture books. This series is about Tomie's childhood growing up in the 1930s and 40s. The books in the first half of this series, called 26 Fairmont Avenue, that's the first book, followed by Here We All Are, then On My Way, and What a Year. These first chapter books are great for early elementary kids who are moving away from early readers and ready to take on books with chapters. These first four in the 26 Fairmont Avenue series are also great read-alouds for preschoolers and kindergartners. These are real-life stories about Tomie's childhood, about moving to his new house at 26 Fairmont Avenue, of course, about navigating kindergarten and the excitements and the pitfalls. It's also about putting up with the teasing and overcoming it of his older brother. And we also get introduced to Tomie's uniquely named relatives and Tomie's passion for doing art his way. The first of these 26 Fairmont Avenue books are available as one single entity or one set or title on Overdrive as an audiobook. It's just under 4 hours long, and it's read by the author, which is super fun. The next four books in the series are 26 Fairmont Avenue books, also known as the War Years. Now, these books take place during World War II, and the titles in the last half of this 8-book series are Things Will Never Be the Same, I'm Still Scared, Why, and For the Duration. In these last 4 books of the War Years, we take a look at what it's like to be a kid while your country is at war. There are discussions of rationing, making blackout curtains and hanging them in the windows, and discussions of presidential speeches, and we get a nice image of the family gathered around the old-fashioned radio listening to what Franklin Delano Roosevelt has to say. We also hear about what the polio epidemic was like and what it meant for the families and children at that time. These last few books in the 8-book series also have diary entries like this one. Lots of pictures by Tomie de Paola too. But it has diary entries here, which are nice for young children who are just learning to read along with you. So the young child can start with that and then take a break and listen while the adult reads the rest of the chapter. Those are great books for kids of all ages, but especially the younger group. I hope you enjoy them. The next series I'll introduce you to is called The Familiars by Adam J. Epstein and Andrew Jacobson. The first book in the series is called The Familiars. The next book is The Familiars, Secrets of the Crown, followed by Circle of Heroes, and finally, Palace of Dreams. These books are really fun because it puts the animals in charge of saving the world. When 3 young wizard students get kidnapped by an evil person with a secret identity, these 3 familiars are put in charge of following a riddle to solve and save the queendom and their 3 wizarding friends. And these 3 familiars are Aldwin the cat, very resourceful with a lot of street smarts, a funny and easily frightened tree frog named Gilbert, and a bookish smarty pants blue jay named Skylar. Just think of Hermione Granger only as a blue jay. So twists and turns in this series include lost and then found family members, ancient riddles that have to be solved and unraveled, and it's super fun to go through the riddle as the characters go through it and then see if you can get one step ahead of them. My kids really enjoyed that. And there are secret histories and unusual mystical creatures, both good and bad, and somewhere in between. Subsequent titles in the series engage the familiars and others in a search for lasting and equitable harmony between humans and animals. The next series that we'll look at is called The Greystone Secrets by Margaret, Peterson, Haddix. The first book is The Strangers. The next book is called The Deceivers, and followed by the third book, The Messengers. It's a great series for older elementary kids and middle schoolers to read on their own for the summer, and they can just burn through them. Or it's also fun for younger kids in the elementary school as a read aloud. The youngest of the 3 Greystone kids is in 2nd grade, so while the story has a bit of real peril, kids can be feeling what he's feeling through that sort of 2nd grade filter. And so it makes a great read aloud for a range of kids. I would put this book in like a science fiction or dystopian category, but it's a real enough setting so that you don't need lots of complicated backstory to really get into it and get a feel for what's going on. The chapters are alternating amongst the 3 Greystone children, who each have their own unique skills and distinct personalities, which makes it super fun. So there's a mystery to be solved, codes to decipher, missing parents to be rescued, as well as an alternate universe that doesn't seem or smell quite right. I really enjoyed this series, and I wait impatiently every time the next one comes out. So now you can get hooked on the Greystone Secrets without having to wait for the next one, because they're all out now. All 3 are in print, and they're also available through Overdrive as audiobooks, and this is science fiction at its best. The last series we'll go through is one of the Rick Riordan Presents series. Rick Riordan, who wrote the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, has an imprint with Disney Books. And this one is called Aru Shah, and it's the Pandava series, but this particular book is called Aru Shah and the End of Time by Roshani Chokshi. And the second book is Aru Shah and the Song of Death. The third is Aru Shah and the Tree of Wishes. And the fourth book is Aru Shah and the City of Gold. And if the other Rick Riordan Presents series are any indication, there will probably be a fifth book as well. So Aru Shah and the Pandava series is a series of books based on Indian mythology from the Indian epic poem, the Mahabharata. Aru is a lonely middle school girl trying to make friends by making up stories, aka lies, about being rich, traveling in style, and having influential relatives. In reality, she lives with her mom above a museum in downtown Atlanta. She's never met her father. When Aru's tall tales lead her into making a very, very, very bad decision, the world is frozen in time, and she and a handful of companions, both human and mythical companions, have to save the world. The first three of the Aru Shah books are available on Overdrive as audiobooks. City of Gold hasn't been released onto Overdrive yet, but we do have it in the library system as a printed book. I hope that you enjoy one or all of these series of books this summer. And whatever you do, whatever you read, enjoy yourself and have a safe and happy summer, and make sure you come and visit the Sonoma County Library, either online at sonomalibrary.org or in person. We're taking appointments now.